Thanks for coming out. Exciting time, for our program and our players and our community. I've said it a million times. We represent the best college community in the country. So that's where a lot of the pride and satisfaction comes from is pleasing our community and who've supported us over the years, and the most loyal fan base out there. They show up all the time, up 5 runs, down 5 runs. They're not going anywhere. So have a lot of pride in that and playing well and accomplishing things for our community. But I'm happy for our guys. You look at everybody at this table right now had a chance to go somewhere else last year, and they chose to be with each other and stay as a team to accomplish great things. So it's just pretty cool as the head coach when you see kids set goals for themselves and accomplish those goals, because they're great kids, they're great baseball players, they're goal-oriented, but most of all, they're loyal to each other, and being a teammate is the most important thing to them. So they're great role models for our younger guys in this portal generation, to stick with something and to be loyal and to come back and to play for a school you love and play with teammates you love. So to me, that's what this next step's all about. And we're refocused. The goal is at hand. We have a new set of goals, and it's to play great this weekend. And I'm just looking forward to the next step with these guys.
Pete, Memphis isn't the typical recruiting area that Kansas State goes to in a lot of sports, but you found a really good one with Kaelen down there. Can you think back and tell me about what you liked about him as a high school guy and how you ended up signing him here?
Well, Coach Waits and Thomas Hughes were the point people on KC's recruitment, and it's just not. It's not regional. It's not the way college baseball recruiting is set up. It's not area to area. They have these tournaments where they get the best kids in the country all in one place, and we just scour and see if there's a fit. And we lucked out with KC, that's for sure. He had a lot of upside. He was a switch hitter. That didn't last long, right, KC? No. And he was also a pitcher, and he likes to talk about his pitching prowess. But we love athletes. We love kids who can run and have a high skill set, and we love kids who are focused, who are motivated to be great at this game, who are good people, and he checked all those boxes.
How about from your perspective, Kaelen, what really turned you on about the Wildcats?
Just the community, the coaching staff. I mean, from the first day that I talked to Coach Waits, because I think I was the first guy that I spoke with, I knew there was something there. I knew I was going to, find a home here at Kansas State, and that's exactly what I did. But I think it took like 2 years, the recruiting process.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, they saw me my sophomore year, and I was a switch hitter at the time. And after that long 2 years, we finally pulled the trigger, and I haven't been happier since.
And obviously you're swinging the bat really good down in Arkansas. When you were up there, did you feel like you were in the zone, or can you describe just what you were seeing when the ball was coming at you and you're in that kind of a groove?
Sorry. Yeah, I felt comfortable. I was playing with a chip on my shoulder. I think all the guys were. We had something. I think we played with we had some of the best baseball played. Sorry, my bad. Excuse me. Yeah, sorry, I got my words mixed up. We played some of the best baseball that we've ever played before, and we couldn't do it without each other. We trusted each other all season long, and I think it finally came together, in Arkansas, and that's what the coach has been drilling on us all season long, and it finally came out.
KC, you've come a long way since shagging balls at St. Benedict's when you're 14 years old on the field after practice. What have you learned most about yourself during your journey?
I think I learned that I'm a competitor at heart. I've always been a competitor, but I've always found ways to, dig deeper and just find my potential. I don't think I'm where I want to be yet, but the ceiling is still high for me. And looking back, all that hard work that I put in is starting to pay off, and I feel like it's going to continue to do that moving forward. And I'm just excited for the future.
You have Omaha written around Toynton. You have them in your hallways. You see them every day. When you look at Omaha and think about Omaha, what comes to mind first? And when did you put that signage up inside Toynton?
Well, when I was on sabbatical and looking for my next job, I knew that I knew I wouldn't go to a program that couldn't go to Omaha. That's what I got in this profession to do. It took one meeting with Gene Taylor to know that he wanted to resource this program to go to Omaha, and he had the same goal that I had, and we talk about going to Omaha every single day. And you come in my office, there's an Omaha standard that's above my desk, and that's how we go about our business every day. That's how I want our coaching staff and our players to go about their business every day at an Omaha standard. But you have to raise expectations when you come into a job where that's not said every day, and you have to preach it and you have to believe in it. We talk about it in our dugout every single day. It's our number one goal in this program is to win a national championship, and to be able to put that on paper, we've come a long way. Is it tricking our guys to believe in it? No, we live it, we prepare for it, and we work for it every day.
You've said a couple times, I've heard you've told the guys to stay greedy. What does that exactly entail?
It's just complacency will get you in this game, and we're not satisfied. Goal-driven people are never satisfied. And they're looking for the next goal, looking for the next win, looking for the next hit. You have to be greedy at this level of competition, especially in the month of June. So I'll keep preaching that message.
What kind of resilience has this team shown through the course of the season?
Yeah, you've heard me talk about it a lot. There's no one that traveled like us in the country. That'll wear you out. This game will humble you. Everybody has its lows. Individually, you just look across this table. All these guys have been in little ruts this season, but it's how long do you stay in those ruts and how you come out of it. Chuck Ingram's a great example of sticking with the game, respecting the game, and it'll come back to you. But it's a resilient group. You get swept in Norman, you got to get on a plane to play at UConn and then at Northeastern. Fly that night, get back here at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then have to beat Oklahoma State 2 out of 3, and have the right mindset and energy level to do that. That's a resilient group of guys, and it doesn't happen with selfish people either. These guys they're team guys. They can handle a lot of adversity. They know how to bounce back. We have quite a few come from behind wins this year. That's just a small example of who these guys are character-wise.
And Ruhl, what was it like to get the ball on Sunday night?
Like I've said before, it's what I've always dreamed to do. The last 2 seasons were hard watching from home in a regional and other teams in regional, and it was just something I've always wanted, and I think I made the most of the moment of the chance that I got, and I'm just happy my coaches gave me the ball.
And Tyson, what was it like going out there for 3+ on Saturday night? Was there anything that was going to get you off that mound?
No, sir. I don't think there ever is. Anytime Coach Hughes asks me to take the ball, I'm going to go out there and do my best to get as many outs as we need to win the ball game. So that's what I tried to do. Knew the defense was going to play behind me, and I needed to get more outs than normal. But with the team that we have, it's no issue.
And Kaelen, at what point in your baseball career did you start thinking that a professional career was likely in the cards for you?
Probably, say middle school. I found out that you can make money from playing baseball. So after that, I was just like, well, I can do this for my life, as my life, as a job. So probably middle school.
Hey, Tyson, I know we talked last summer, but Team USA, just the intensity that you bring and the fireness that you bring out there when you throw 60-some pitches against Arkansas, and where does that fire come from? Where does that just intensity come from? And knowing you had, as you were just asked about that 3 innings, where does that fire come from? Was the arm loose? Where does that intensity come from for you?
I think it's just being a competitor and loving the game. Sorry. I've grown up in a competitive household. Me and all my siblings and my parents played multiple sports growing up, and it doesn't matter, if we're playing cards at the table or it's a video game or we're playing Arkansas in a regional. I'm going to do everything I can to win. So I think emotion comes with that and excitement and, just doing whatever I can to make the team win.
And Owen, maybe for you too, you get the ball to start everything. What were the emotions like? What was it? Was it just the intensity high? What were you feeling? What was that preparation like going into that game? And obviously the rain delay and all that stuff, but what were you feeling going into that and just kind of building that momentum obviously through the whole regional process?
Just feeling confidence. We've talked a lot about the amount of traveling and the tough teams we've played this year, and that's really prepared all of us for moments like that, so that we don't get overwhelmed. And then our coaches have done a great job just kind of instilling a sense of confidence, and whoever they give the ball to, I think the whole team trusts to get as many outs as is needed. So just a lot of confidence, both from me and from the whole team.
Coach, I'm wondering with Tyson, is there a leash? Is there a pitch limit, or how long can he go?
No, we could try to figure that out. I've been watching him for 3 years now, and I kind of know what his ceiling is, and he's never not going to say I can't go back out there, but that's kind of my job. And I didn't want to give him 10 outs the other night. I wanted to give him, really, it was scripted 9 outs or 6 outs, and he's the ultimate competitor, and I do think he was, you were close to getting tapped out the other night, right? So I could see it, and every pitch is max effort, and that's emotional, and it's draining physically as well. So I'm not sure, and nothing he does really surprises me. He can. Ideally, I'd like to have him with 2 inning outings.
Will the plan be to go Owen and then Jackson Friday, Saturday, and then I guess secondarily would Ty start a Sunday game? Is there a chance we'll see him out of the bullpen?
Breaking it down tonight, huh? Today.
We won't talk to you again before.
Yeah, I think we'll leave it with Owen and Wentworth, and then we'll probably go TBA for Game 3. If we need to use Ty in a high leverage situation on Friday or Saturday, we'll do that. So I think it's safe to leave that Sunday game TBA.
Ty, for you, what has this season been like for you? I know you plan to have a huge role and have late, but it took a while to get there because of injury. What did it take to overcome that and kind of stay in the fight?
It was a roller coaster, but I'm just glad my trainer, my coaches were all around me pushing me, because I easily could have just went in a cave and ran away. But my coaches and trainer ultimately put it in my mind, like, you're going to pitch again this year. And that helped me mentally overcome a block that I was going through of trusting my ability, pushing my body 100% every day to get better. And I'm just happy it came out. I'm able to pitch again. And just be out there for my teammates and play with them instead of. I love cheering on, but I love playing even more. That's all I got.
Coach, did Ty's 4 no-hit innings on Sunday prove to you that this pitching staff rather is hitting its best stride?
Yeah, I said that, before the regional, to get Ty back and just to watch his last bullpens, I'm like, we're going to go into regional play as deep as we've been all year. And he wasn't even an option for us, 2 weeks ago as that third starter. But we're as deep as we've been, and we're healthy. Ty's fresh right now, it's understates what he went through. It was he came back. He had opportunity to play professional baseball last year. He came back to be a starter for us. And when you come back and you miss the entire year and you want to be the foundation of our pitching staff, which he has been for the last 2 years, and then you can't have the ball in your hand, that wears you down mentally, and he stuck with it. And I was excited for our program to win a regional the other night. It was even more excited to watch what Ty did, and knowing his journey and having the success he had in that big moment. It was the easiest decision I made all weekend to say that Ty Ruhl was going to pitch on Sunday, because that's how much we trust his character and his competitiveness.
And Chuck Ingram's weekend, what do you think that's done for the momentum of the offense heading into this Super? You got to get guys hot at this time of the year. And we talked about Chuck last week. And sometimes you got to get away from this game to get a different perspective when it's beating you up and kind of rejuvenate you. And that's what happened with Chuck. But he can carry a team. I don't know what he got 7 hits this weekend. And it's just nice to have other options and have depth in that lineup where you have to work with every hitter. And Chuck, we've seen him do that in the early part of the year, and he certainly was that effective this weekend.
With getting Chuck back on track, was there anything in particular you worked on during that time, or was it like you said, kind of just, I guess, rebooting or?
That's what it was. It's constantly working with him. Austin Waits is the best hitting coach in the country, and he's constantly working with Chuck to get him in the right frame of mind and to mechanically trigger, more productivity. And but to me, I saw that he was getting worn out by this game, and sometimes when you sit on the bench and just get away from it for a couple of days, it gets you back on track, and it's fortunate that's worked for us with him.
The fact that I think he hit the home run on his first at bat, you think that kind of got him going a little bit?
Yeah, it's a momentum game, that's for sure. It got him feeling good. He looked that way. He looked comfortable in the box all weekend.
Also with Ty, you said you'd seen him coming along. Was there a point you decided you were going to go with him in that third game as a starter, or was that still just kind of a last-minute decision?
I said it to Coach Darrow, our pitching coach, before the regional. I said, Ty Ruhl's going to pitch Game 3 for us.
Owen, how much would it mean to you personally to get to Omaha?
It would mean a lot. It mean a lot for everybody on this team. Me personally, I've played a lot of baseball, and I came to Kansas State for that reason, to go to Omaha and to help this program go to Omaha. So it'd just be a culmination of both a lot of team and personal goals.
I wanted to ask any of the pitchers who think you can answer this best. What is it when you get in there and face Kaelen? What is it that makes it so hard to get him out when he's at the plate?
I've never seen Tyson get you out.
That's not true. That's not true. I think he just has a really good approach overall, and that you can't throw him like the same pitch twice. There's a lot of guys that you can, expand the zone maybe after you throw a good pitch, and when he's locked in, it feels like there's not a pitch that you can throw at any given time that could work or could not work. Like, you almost got to get lucky when you're pitching against him sometimes. Whereas, I'm facing other high caliber hitters, and I feel like, after reading a swing here that I know that this is going to work next pitch. And I think I know that with him, and then it gets hit through the 6 hole for the 14th time. And I think it's his mature approach and good hands, seeing it deep, all those factors definitely help him.
Coach, was there anything you saw last week liked at the plate? I mean, he obviously did great, but was there any one thing that you liked better than anything else?
Pretty dialed in. I can tell when he's dialed in. It's usually in the big moments too. He likes the big stage. Has embraced that since his first start in Globe Life. His first at bat, right? So I can tell when he's comfortable in the box. He had that look the entire weekend. I just love the big hit and the big moment, against one of the best arms in the country. And that was pretty awesome to watch.
For each of the guys, just to kind of tie a bow on things, I'm wondering if you could kind of express just what the season has been like for you, what it's meant to you to be a part of this team in this special moment.
I think it's this season has really had obviously some really high highs, and those have only been kind of accentuated by some of the lows and some of the challenges we've gone through. We came here with a goal, and it was to go to Omaha, and that's why all of us came back, and we scheduled that way, and then we hit that tough part of the schedule, and it was rough, and we had some bad games, but it's just prepared us for this moment, and being able to play at our highest level at the right time is just a wonderful feeling.
I think it's been fun to learn how we each come through these lows and highs and just becoming one team. Like, we probably start out the year with multiple groups, and now I feel like we're all brothers together, just playing out there. And I think the biggest thing most of us learned is we just got to have fun. When it really comes to it, just have fun playing the game we love, and everything just flows better when we do that.
Piggybacking on what Ruhl said, it's been fun. It's also been a grind. We all signed up for, what we've been through. But now it's time to, really lock in and go fetch a goal that we've been dying to get to.
Yeah, I think everything's really been said. Beginning of the year, hit very well, didn't pitch very well. And then through the back half, struggled a little bit hitting, but pitched really well. And now we're doing both. And we got hot at the right time on both sides of the ball, playing loose, having fun, pressure-free baseball on one of the biggest stages. And so just keep that momentum going throughout this weekend and go accomplish our goal and make it to Omaha.
Kaelen, at one point in the season, you were getting a steady diet of just off-speed pitches, one after the next. How do you kind of keep your composure and not screaming to it's out to not get a heater on occasion?
That's baseball. For me, I just had to find ways to adjust to how other teams were, pitching to me and how they were, playing me and things like that. So I think it was just how I adjust and, not getting out of myself and, staying with my approach and just believing in myself and staying confident.
And Owen, I think it was after Saturday night, Coach Hughes was talking about it's going to take 3 more wins. How do you guys kind of keep that Omaha goal out there while you're still trying to take a game-to-game approach?
The Omaha goal, we've had that all year. And obviously, we know to get to Omaha, we have to be locked in for each individual game. And I think our coaching staff does a really good job preparing us for each game and making sure we stay in the moment. I know Coach Darrow, pitching coach, he says, stay in the moment, be where your feet are. He says that all the time. I think it's a good reminder.
Kaelen, just for you, maybe, Coach, you can follow up with it. I know, Coach, you were mentioning worry-free baseball, and Kaelen, you were kind of mentioning we kind of don't know what to expect when we go there, and obviously you guys show out, right? Was it that worry-free baseball that you guys played, and now do you have that expectation of obviously what it's going to take to, take 2 out of 3 here this weekend?
I mean, yeah, it's the same thing, same mindset going into the regional. Nothing's going to come easy. We know it's going to be a grind. Virginia's a really good team, and we expect them to put up a battle. But, we're going to do the same thing. We're a tough team as well, so it's going to be a dogfight for the both of us, and we'll see who comes out on top.
Yeah, it's the best time of the year, for these guys. It's to play at the highest level, to play for it all, and that's what it's all about. And just really proud of how our guys attacked that regional. It was from pitch one, and we took that place over for 3 days, and that's always our mindset on the road, is to make that stadium and that place ours. And that was a really tough place to do it, and our guys did it from pitch number one against La Tech, and they played loose, they played fast, they played with a chip on their shoulder, and they did it for three straight games. And talk about resiliency, you get that rain delay and you go back and you get back to your rooms at 1 a.m. and get back on the bus at 9 to finish a game, 4 innings, and then have a little rest and play in one of the toughest atmospheres in the country, and respond and play great and play with energy. So it's pretty awesome to watch.
Going into the regional, you're facing possibly 3 different teams, and now you're going into a best-of-3 series with one team. Does that change your approach at all, or how you break it down?
It does. It does. In the regional, you try not to get in that loser's bracket, because it's a really tough road to win it, and sometimes you have to make decisions bullpen-wise for the next game, and I know that's not healthy to do that, but as a head coach, I have to make those decisions to try to win a regional, and sometimes you make some moves in game 1 to win a regional, but the Super setup is just what we do every weekend in the Big 12. You try to win a series, and we're fortunate to play in a great conference that's prepared us to go on the road and play a great program against a great coaching staff, and that's a simple goal, right? We're just going to go win a series. We're going to try to win a series, and that's what we do all year long. That's who we are. That's what we do, and we're looking forward to it.
You opened against Louisiana Tech, was obviously a good hitting team, and now Virginia, I think, is ranked number 2 in the country as far as batting average. What is it about them that makes their lineup tough?
They're hitting like 338 as a team. That's a crazy number. They have a great hitting coach, Kevin McMullen, that's been there forever. His system has proven to work, and it's a year in, year out. And even when the personnel changes, those numbers are always the same. They're athletic. They can beat you in a lot of ways. They can steal bases. You have to work your way through the entire lineup 1 through 9, and there's some power in there too, so they can beat you in a lot of ways. That's for sure, and definitely the strength of their program, and their pitching staff is super deep too. There's a lot of kids out there with a lot of appearances, and I haven't really dove too deep and breaking them down. I'm just starting to, but those are the things that have jumped out at me.
And then they're hitting, but you guys got hot at the right time. Does that kind of show what, if you get all the guys going at the same time, that what's happened before doesn't make a whole lot of difference?
That's right. We've been waiting for that. This time of year, you stay healthy, get hot. And I think we hit 333 in the regional. I think we're hitting 223 the 10 games previous to the regional. So it was the right time for our guys to get going, and it's infectious. So hopefully we can keep it going.
What's the impact this run could have on recruiting and impacting future seasons?
Yeah, it's everything. It's gotten our program to the national level. It's a national brand, and that's who we are, Kansas State baseball. And anytime you can say that and legitimize it, it's going to help you recruiting-wise, credibility-wise.
Yeah, it's definitely something that we need to parlay, but this will legitimize our program and certainly get us involved with some high-end guys, and we do anyways. It's just winning helps everything.
Did you guys, for any of you guys, did you guys know that JJ had the backflip in his bag? Did you know that was coming even in the final out, or?
Every chance he gets to do a backflip, he does a backflip. So I think we definitely knew he could do that, and we did not know that he was going to do that. I think a lot of us didn't even see it because we were trying to get up on the field real fast. So, yeah, if he's got a chance to do a backflip, he's probably going to do it.
There's one other guy that can do a backflip in our program. You're looking at him. Coach Waits. Yep, pretty impressive.